Growing up, I was taught that I had to earn God's love, and I felt like I was never perfect enough. When I was 12, my parents divorced, my father moved in with another woman, and I started questioning marriage, my value, and how relationships work. I was taught that I should wait to have sex until marriage, but now I wasn't even sure a good marriage was possible. When I was in college and a sophomore, I had sex with the guy I was dating. The next day, the teacher declared God and religion as man-made inventions to keep social order. While I was feeling so guilty from what just happened, I thought maybe God doesn't exist. And for the next 6 years, my views of God and marriage were constantly changing, and this affected my dating relationships. I was still sexually active and even more confused. When I was 24, a friend helped me understand that God was not expecting me to be perfect. Rather, He had, out of His love, made a way to cover all my imperfections. And He had created me for an eternal relationship with Him. He was offering me a love proposal, and He was just waiting for me to say yes. So I said yes. I started reading the Bible and understanding how the world worked. I was able to start moving out with more confidence, less confusion. 2 years later, I met Rick. Rick had become a Christian in college, and he had a deep desire to have a strong marriage. And on one of our first dates, Rick told me that he was a virgin. So I just changed the subject. But as we began talking about marriage, I told him about my past. And he said, "Barb, I know that God has forgiven you, and I just want to offer you my forgiveness also. I am not so concerned with your perfection as much as I am your direction." Well, I was so relieved, and I started thinking about my sexual past, and I decided I still needed to be tested for sexually transmitted diseases. And my HIV test, it came back positive. That night, as I faced death, I was looking for hope, and I was so grateful that I didn't believe in just any God, that I actually believed in Jesus Christ, because I knew that all the worst things I'd done, all the best things I'd done, were not going to change His love for me. The next night, I told Rick about the HIV, and Rick said, "I have been looking at diamond engagement rings because I have committed in my heart to ask you to marry me, and I'm sticking by that commitment. And nothing you do or say is going to change my mind. And our hope is Jesus Christ, and He is big enough for this." We were married in 1993. We've suffered through many consequences from HIV, but God continues to be big enough. And as I tell and retell the story, and I realize that if I would have faced HIV, just trying to always be perfect, I would have been left in hopelessness. But as I faced HIV with my relationship with Jesus, I had hope then, and I will always have hope.